Hey there, Deborah Donaldson here, and in today's video I wanted to try and talk about and answer the question, how long does it take for success? Now, I really feel that there are two sides or two different areas to this question, and I will be talking about both of them in this video. If you are new to my channel, Success with Deborah D, I provide reviews of affiliate tools, products, software, and I also provide some mindset tips to help you grow your business online. So, number one, how long will it take for success? Now, the first aspect of this is how long do you have to be consistent? How many hours of practice? What skills do you have to learn? Malcolm Gladwell in his book, The Outliers, actually said that, it takes 10,000 hours of practice to be able to get good, professional at something. And so that is the first aspect. You need to keep in mind, are you doing something totally that you've not ever done before? Because there is a learning curve for sure. Are you doing activities like posting videos to YouTube? Well, that takes consistent action. It might take a year, it might take 2 years of consistently taking steps and creating videos, uploading consistently, doing the steps day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. So the first aspect of this question is, how long does it take for success? Now, if you have been doing a business where you're already in marketing, you've already learned sales skills, you've already learned how to talk to people, you've already learned, kind of what to say to move people towards a sale, then, success for you is going to happen much faster. But if you are someone who is just starting, then I would say, 10,000 hours, and if you are looking at 40 hours a week or whatever, I think that turns out close to 5 years of doing an activity. And to be quite honest, I think 90 to 95% of people quit well before that time. A lot of people will just post one video, or they'll just make a couple of posts on Facebook, and if they don't magically make all kinds of sales, and it's like, oh, this doesn't work, I'm gonna quit. So keep in mind, it's gonna take some time for success to happen. Now, if you are like me, I have to be even more patient with myself, because I am doing this on the side. I work full time, and so say I'm only able to do 20 hours a week on the weekends or whatever towards my business. That means it may take as many as 10 years for me to get success. I'm hoping not, but I have to plan and not get discouraged and work on something consistently, keeping in mind that it's going to take me a while to achieve success. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. It's not going to be some magic bullet. It's not going to be, like they say, just, do this for a month and, all this money's going to come pouring in. No, I have to be patient myself and know that it's going to be consistent action over a long period of time that is actually going to create the success. And so, most people, one, they're not treating it like a business. If you had a regular brick and mortar type business, you would know most companies don't even make any money until year number 5. I mean, they've got to pay for advertising, they're paying for their building, they're paying for maybe the franchise cost, so they're just going into huge debt in the beginning, and it takes forever to be able to get into profit with that kind of business. Now, with an online, say, affiliate marketing business, you can do it on a relatively small budget. I mean, you're not having a building that you're paying a lease for. And so because of that, you're able to get into profit sooner. Now, whether or not you're making the level of income that you're looking for, that is kind of a different question. Now, the second aspect of this question is, how long does it take? One of the things I've realized that no one ever talks about is how long do these tasks actually take? Now, there's so many of those sales videos that say, oh, implement this in 20 minutes and be up and running. You're going to be able to implement this in 15 minutes a day. You're going to be able to do this in, 20 minutes a week or whatever. And to be honest, now, I have never been able to do those tasks in the amount of time that they specify. One, if there's going to be technical issues, I'm probably going to be the one that has them. And it depends on how fast your internet is. It depends on your experience level, how much you understand what it is that they're showing you. Do you have to create a bunch of stuff on your own? Even doing YouTube videos. I mean, there's research on the topic. How long does that take? Well, it might take hours, looking on YouTube and trying to find videos that you think are a good topic and seeing how they're laid out and what's been done. There's researching the thumbnails. You want to model someone who is already successful, not just copy someone else's stuff. That's not good, but you want to model what's already successful. There's coming up with your script. There's actually recording the thing. How many takes are you going through to come up with your video? Then there's the whole editing thing. How good are your editing skills? Do you understand the editing program that you're using? Are you learning it from scratch? I mean, all that's going to, the newer you are to this, the longer each one of those things is going to take. So you've got your video edited. Well, then, how good's your internet connection? For me, my internet connection is slow. I might be, I've resorted to just uploading videos at night while I'm sleeping, just so it doesn't bog down my computer all day long waiting for, videos to be uploaded to YouTube. And even on an all-night basis, sometimes in the morning when I'm checking my YouTube, there's a video that still isn't completely uploaded. So, I mean, that's a whole, chunk of time there if you're trying to do it during the day, so that you can do it. And then there's the editing, there's the finding the tags, there's the all of the description, there's the optimization, there's all different tasks that to do one video you might be looking at 4 or 5 hours in a day. And the same is true with blogging. A lot of people say, oh, well, you just write this blog and, success is just around the corner. You just do a blog, be consistent. Well, even with blogging, there's, one, have you ever blogged before? Do you understand about search engine optimization? Do you have your website, is it fast? Do you know how to make it faster? There's finding good topics. Are people even looking for what you're writing about? Do you have good offers? Have you optimize your website properly so that people are drawn to, whatever item you might be promoting or program you're promoting? Is your article long enough? Do you have the appropriate links? I mean, what all are you trying to do with your blog? I mean, if you're trying to create a passive income, then you need something that, people are looking for, so they get to your blog. Have you been advertising, your blog, or how are people actually finding what you're writing about? So there's all those questions about that too. So everything that you're going to do with your business takes time. And I think the people that say, oh, just 20 minutes, you can do this in 20 minutes. One, they have a fast internet. Two, they already know what they're doing. They're not trying to learn something new. They are just implementing. But if you're like me and you're learning, you're, getting started, you're trying to figure out a new program, running into glitches like, oh, shoot, I didn't know that was going to happen, and now going back, maybe you're trying to get a hold of support to try and figure out, a glitch in the way you're doing something. All of these things take time, and I think you need to be aware that it takes time. Everything takes time. It takes time to learn. It takes time to get better. It takes time for everything. Now, let's see, I do a lot of golfing, and I look at the professional women golfers, and I might have one good hole or one good round and think, oh, wow, yeah, I'm doing pretty well. But can you do it consistently under pressure? Those gals are out there and they are practicing 8-10 hours a day, so that it becomes habit. And so with your business, are you doing it long enough that it's become habit? Have you created the good habits that are going to hold you through the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years it takes for things to happen? Now, I admit there are some people that are able to be successful right out of the out of the gate. But what I am saying about that is they probably already have developed a certain number of skills, either from their previous job or a different thing that they've been doing, or a separate interest, that they've already developed certain skills that are helping them to move their business forward faster. Maybe they got hooked up to a mentor much sooner, or were good at following direction. For me, I kind of felt like I was stumbling around a little bit, and actually the first couple years just trying to figure out what it was that I am trying to do, and how comfortable I am, and practicing. I mean, I'm doing videos now, but it's been a journey, and looking back at some of my earlier videos, it's not pretty. So it's only through doing something that you get better. So you need to be patient with yourself. You need to know it's going to take time. It's going to take work. It's going to take being consistent. It's going to take treating it like a business. And you need to put the work in. I mean, you can't just do 2 videos and expect success. So, and each task takes time. Some people, like I said, some people learn faster than others. Some people already have the skill. Technically, if you're not super savvy with your computer and how to do stuff, just realize that it might just take longer. That doesn't mean good or bad. It just means it just is. It's going to take you longer. And just realize that. So I hope you found this video to be helpful. Building a business does take time. It takes time to learn the skills. Malcolm Gladwell in Outliers said 10,000 hours. So, probably, like I said earlier, working 40 hours a week on your online business, you're looking at 5 years to become really good. If you're only doing it part-time, your time curve gets longer. So, and then there's the actual time curve of how long it takes to do the task. So I've answered those 2 questions. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.